Doing great, man. Yeah, I was trying to get out of an area room, not work. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for folks,
Other than that, it's the weekend, right?
heck yeah. For folks who don't know, Ian likes to play the Dark Brotherhood assassin kind of
Yeah,
kind of role playing aspect of the game, which is all fine and good, but it usually gets you into situations that it can be difficult to get out of, especially since,
yeah.
as we found out, he's not able to teleport while hiding in a basket.
No, which should be a thing. I don't understand how that's not a thing. That should be a thing. The basket could sparkle or something.
Need to set up a list of stuff that's like, okay, from Ian's point of view, like
the guard.
needs
Yeah, to take out the guards first and foremost.
Right. So for folks who especially folks that are used to the stream, or folks especially who may not, be necessarily expecting to see what you're seeing on the screen right now, let me give a little bit of background. I'm not going to go too much into the details of it. It's not specifically my place or my story to go into all of the details of it. What I will say is that a guildmate in Elder Scrolls Online and a relatively new friend to the stream goes by the handle Corey Corax. Decided to take his own life over the Christmas break. And so because of that, I thought, since I just found out about it today, and I let Ian know what was going on, and we're both both pretty much had kind of a similar kind of response back to each other, just saying, hey, probably put something on the stream tonight, given the timing of it, since we're going to be streaming tonight, around mental health, around, ways to go get help, right?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Yeah. And just the big thing is that, especially folks who maybe used to seeing the stream a little bit different, I'll have down underneath the ticker, where usually I'll have like the song that's playing, who followed last, kind of little, follow goal thing. Throughout the stream, you'll see a ticker going by that is putting forth resources, basically.
Right.
You'll see also a commands underneath there too, that's helping you to point out a couple things. One, command get help, so exclamation point get help will point you to 3 out of a slew of websites that you can go to if either you or you feel that someone that may need help. Hotline will bring up a phone number, a 1-800 phone number, which is a national phone number for you to call. That will give you resources that will allow, that for folks that you can just talk to on the phone, especially if you're really feeling in a bad spot and need somebody to call. This is a great place to call. And again, like I said, there's people out there. And then we have a couple of different ways that if you feel like you want to bring help, we have a forcorey command, which will take you directly to a GoFundMe page, which will help his family, help to pay for, bringing people, in for and I'm not sure exactly, I don't know all the details on how they're going to handle, for lack of a better word, funeral. Right. But basically help, handle those costs, because, it's one, you're grieving for a loved one, then there's a lot of logistics that someone has to deal with.
Has to be done.
And unfortunately also that stuff gets really, really expensive, really, really quick. So they have a GoFundMe in place. And then we also have as part of like our default donate command, you'll see the kind of default thing for like tipping to us, which I'll get to in just a minute. But also you'll see a couple different links. You'll see a donation for the National Mental Health website, where you can go directly to donate to them to be able to help support, well, the support that people may need to get. And then also, as part of that, you'll also see a link to the GoFundMe for Corey's family. And then also, so here's the trick. Okay. Any tips that we get tonight, any subs that we get tonight, I'll figure out how to pull all that together to get the numbers. Once I know what the final numbers are, I'm going to personally match those numbers and donate it, split it between the National Mental Health website and Corey's GoFundMe. So I think I covered all of it.
Yeah. I was trying to drop.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah.
On the commands while I was pulling my best across the bottom. Jared said it. I could. I did. Type of losses. We're all gamers. We're a big community. Time you lose somebody, especially that is felt that there was out there or connection for them.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's like an understated word. Obviously bad, but it's such a so many times that us probably have felt that all or have that person, somebody to just talk to and nothing in particular.
Right.
We're going to talk. That is never ever feel. And it's such an easy to say, but we all felt it. Out to somebody doesn't smart enough person and have that ability to out to somebody. Help.
Right.
So my words aren't as smooth. I'd like them to. Oracle stuff.
Sure.
But so there is hopping on. Jared and I are hopping on in hours, and hey, we need y'all stay on a little bit longer. I need Hey, we will. We're all, like I said, we're all a big community, and not just Twitch. We're humans first. So anytime we're at a loss, that's rough. So, all right, I'm gonna let Jared talk from.
No. So first of all, thanks Sith and Ollie. Hey, thanks Ollie. And Sith, like I said, always feel free to. I know you knew Corey probably better than any of us. So anytime you want to hop on the Discord, let us know. We can pull you in and let you make your piece, man. I think you hit on a good point, Ian. I think I guess how I would say it is that folks may get the impression that they shouldn't be, or they shouldn't have to call out for help. They might, feel like it's as a sign of weakness. And
especially as guys, we tend to try to be the tough guy. That's always been the sort of the knock, right?
Yeah, and to be honest, what I'll say to that is that it's actually the 100% opposite. That it's especially as guys, but even women, it's not always easy to make that move to, make that. It's a weird way, that to make that conscious choice to make the phone call can be tougher than to make the conscious choice to end your life in some ways. And it really shouldn't be that way. But it is a brave thing to, say, hey, listen, I'm in this state. I need help. And, especially to go out to, especially sometimes to go out to people that and so this is where a lot of the hotlines and things like that, the website resources, those kinds of things are good, because then, you're talking to someone who's there to listen to you, but they don't know you from Adam and Eve, and they're not there to judge you. They don't know your history. They don't have any potential beef with you. They don't have anything at
They're not going to
all.
make you look bad. You don't have to worry about this getting brought up over Thanksgiving dinner or
right,
years from now
exactly,
or something
exactly.
like that.
Yes,
this is,
it's anonymous.
It's nice to have that confidant.
It's not just a confidant, but it's confidential.
Yeah, well, of course.
And it's it's something that it's somewhere where you can speak to somebody and get that, get the help that you need, or again, like Ian said, just sometimes just to have somebody just sit down and just talk. Hey, Sith, let me know. I bumped up the gain on Ian's mic a little bit more. Let me know if he is still cutting out at all. Don't know if it's still works. If you work at 16 tomorrow and it's 12 a.m., so you got to be up at 5:30. But shout him out on your stream on Monday night. Yep. Yeah, Corbs is down to earth, funny as hell, cool to everyone. He crapped you anything I know. He crafted both Ian and I.
He's got the stuff I'm wearing right now.
Training gear when we first got into the game. I said I got a chance to talk to him quite a few times on Discord, so he was a good dude. It's a shame, and it's one of those things too, because like you wouldn't have pegged it from talking to him.
No, and that is the phrase. A lot of times, also. We always put it on the person to reach out. Like if you need something, and absolutely, it starts there, right? You as a person, if you feel that things are just too much for you and you need to reach out for help, do it. But at the same time, sometimes it's hard. That person won't do it.
Right.
We all try to be a little more attentive to each other.
Yep.
We all have a friend or friends that are not always at their peak performance as far as mental health goes.
Oh yeah,
and that's okay. That means that it's time that we do the reaching out too, where it's on our end and our responsibility. I mean, again, as friends, as part of the Twitch community, as part of a game community, or just a part of human race community.
Yeah, exactly.
That you look out for. Just take notice. If you feel like something's a little off about somebody, or you haven't seen them for a while, or you haven't caught up with them,
right?
Drop a text. And we're in the age of technology and connectivity.
Right.
If they can be China, and you're sitting in the middle of Idaho, or whatever, wherever that person. Hey, what's going on? Just thought about you. Just want to say, hey, what's up?
Right.
It's really that simple. It could be that little bit of what seems insignificant. It took me 10 seconds to write this little text. I said hi. They might respond. They might not. Maybe they write back, hey, how's it going? You never know where that little bit of humanity kind of kicks it. Changes things.
Yep.
Plenty of stories like that. I used to work at a place that would always tell some stories about where someone was about to do something terrible, and it was they got a text from their grandma, or they got a text from that girl across the street, that or just something which seems so insignificant, and a lot of times the person never even
right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
They interrupt, or what they kind of interrupted for that type of thing, and those aren't just stories; those are like legitimate things. That's not movie stuff. It's none of that stuff. It's real life stuff that happens. So always just take that moment. Try to. We're all busy. It's tough. Can't raise my hand high enough to. Don't always look out for the other as well as we. Oh, I meant to call. I meant to do. Try to do it. Try to follow through. Like I said, 10 seconds out of your day, it could be the rest of that person's time frame. So anyhow, we will.
Said.
I was gonna say, so Sith, yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, Sith knew him the best, and so I don't want to kind of, again, I'm talking from a more of a general standpoint, but yeah, please remember all the stuff that we have on here for him, and we'll mention it probably off and on forever. So it's in a weird way, he has changed our stream. He'll change our stream, which shows worth that he didn't even realize. So
yep,
that's always remember that. A lot of times you are affecting more people, and you're affecting more. You don't think you're worth this or that. Perfect example.
Oh, sure. Yeah. The tiniest little gesture can.
Just the little stuff matters. So.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So, in probably worst segue of all, we'll, this is why I don't do that. This is why I'm not paid high money for this. Not good at the second. This way my brain so works. It's a glimpse into my brain here.
Tonight, I figure we're gonna just kind of do a bit of a laid back stream. We're playing a little bit of Elder Scrolls Online, and like I said, we're just getting started with it. Wednesday night, the idea is we're kind of trying to open up some things that you can unlock in different zones within the game. And a lot of them are just kind of, especially like quality of life stuff. You can open up things that'll give you points that you can use to make your character better. There's things you can open up to just be able to help travel to places faster, that kind of stuff. So we did Glenumbra last stream. We're gonna pop into Somerset. So yeah, like I said, whenever you get a chance, when you're not stuck. Oh, there you are. I was gonna say if you weren't stuck in your basket. we're gonna run around.
Yeah,
we're gonna run around.
That's what was happening just as I got on. I was trying to get all of my quests are in. Yeah, and sometimes not the quest. I'm just somehow end up in restricted areas. Story of my life here, I guess. So, yeah, I was running, trying to teleport to Barrett. I couldn't do it. Time I did, a guard. They would show up and attack me. So I was clearly teleporting. So interrupted the and another thing I love about it.
Oh, you wanted to get out of here, huh? Yeah, see.
Sure game people.
Let me put us over to the split. Okay. Now, invite you. What? Okay. Make you lose all your gear and duel you? No. Oh, you got to get out of the whatever other group you're in, I guess.
A group?
Yeah, it doesn't. It'll stick. It'll hold on to like a group, even if you've logged off and the other people. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's one thing that's weird about that. Yeah, this game, like you're still just stay in a group. You have to
get out of a group.
You do P. You do P, okay. And then at the bottom you should see T for actually
leave group.
Yeah, it's one of them. X. Okay. Yeah, I think T is for leave instance if you're in an instance.
Okay, so groups are parties. All right.
Parties. Yeah.
Guild for G. I was like, G. No, that's. All right. Okay.
Let me try that again.
I am out.
Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm right behind you.
That Archer looking.
Yeah. There we go.
I need a little crown over your head. I don't know who. New phone. Who this?
Yeah, at some point we're gonna sit down for like 30 minutes and just go over some add-ons to give you to kind of help.
Yeah.
All right, let me figure out where we want to go here. Because
I was gonna say, did you have something in mind, or
so again,
do my favorite thing in one? Right?
Sure. Well, like last time, at least. What was his Shadow Throne helped us jump around the map. Shout out to Shadow. I figured what we'll do is because I picked this place because one, it's relatively sunny. Figured it'd be a nice place. Two, I haven't opened up the majority of the stuff in this area. So I figured what we'll do is we've got, obviously some way shrines to open up. We've got some areas to try and get sky shards to open up skills and stuff. And then there's also delves that we can do, which will then also usually, not always, but almost always they'll have a sky shard in there. So we will we'll hit that up. So I guess follow me. East away, I think. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Then we will let me know if because this guy I've been just chipping away at the mount speed bonuses as I go.
I gotta remember to do that every time I get on.
What you need to do is park your guy in front of a stable master, and then just, even if you can just quickly log in for like a minute, just go on that day and do it. That way you're not because that way you can get, because it's every 20 hours, which is also weird. It would almost be nice if it was like an actual 24, but they make it 20.
Yeah.
I guess they probably figured out that if they made it 24, then maybe it might be a bit more problematic. If they made it 20, then it make you more time to actually be able to get on if you can't.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
because if you get it right at the end of your stream, but your gameplay,
right,
then when you got on again.
Yeah. See, this place got we got the waterfalls, some nice bubbling brooks.
This game is gorgeous.
It is. It really is. I mean, it really is.
Not the only thing that frustrates me aside from that, the only thing that's a little odd is not being able to climb stuff. And I think it wouldn't be a big deal if I hadn't played
New World.
Yeah, I climb a lot of stuff. So
coming off of that, because it's like we get to where we're bouncing back between Dark Age, and yes, we are going to be getting on Dark Age. I think next week we should hop on.
Yeah, sounds good.
Run around Molvik, see what the hell's going on, or do whatever we do. Just kind of whatever works that night.
Well, so I also played. I will say this is. I might stream this at some point, maybe. At some point. So I got back into playing Breath of the Wild.
Oh, nice. The first one. We're waiting on 2 to come out. Right.
No, I'm waiting on 2. Oh, when 2 comes out, I'm gonna just tell you that's.
Oh, do it. I mean, I think it'll be good because there'll be plenty of people that are gonna wanna see it. So I think that's a good idea. Don't know. You just have a target on your back. I don't.
Shady. I'm telling you, man.
They know. This guy's got this guy. They're bounty hunters, man. It's like they know you got.
I showed up and stole something immediately off of the drink. It was. It said stolen. It's not stolen. If so, all right. Where are you at?
Oh, that's okay.
You are that.
Yeah, I'm north of now. And then I will show you where a book. There's a book in is it general area? I don't know now because I already picked it up. So it's somewhere around here. There you go. To help with your mage guild.
Gotcha.
Let's see.
Sorry, we're in the middle of talking about something unrelated. So Breath of the Wild.
Right.
So I hop in the game and immediately start walking through the game like this. I immediately start crouching, which you can do in the game.
Oh, because
I'm sneaking up.
The instincts.
Stuff. Yeah, it dawns on me that I'm starting to play that game like yeah.
Which is even crazier because you playing that on what? Are you playing on a PC or Switch?
Switch.
Okay, yeah. So that's even crazier that you translated that across the console to the
It's similar. I had rocks which I could climb.
Right.
That was my thing. I would get up on stuff like this, and then I was always jumping off to.
Oh, right.
I was used to climb. I'm always like climbing up as high as I possibly can, and then just, I don't fight. I can fight stuff I want, but if I do, I can drop in on. But anyhow, yeah, I'm walking through the game and I'm in this hill and I see some stuff up ahead. This is not the way I played it when I played it. First thing I did was started crouching. My son laughed at me. You don't play like that. It's not wrong. It's usually. So, I went into assassin mode immediately. So, oh well.
Well, see, all right. Yeah, see, again,
what are we looking for?
That's where, okay, well, let me see. We got that area. Let's go south-ish. So,
south, right.
South. Right now, we can actually just go dead south. Find our way dead south. For now, anyway. I have a natural instinct. If there is a cliff face or a mountain that you can't get around, or whatever, I'm gonna walk smack into it, trying to get to something. I am going to find the most inaccessible place. Okay, there doesn't appear to be anything for us to unlock over here, at least. Not seeing on my little map thing.
Like my paraglider from.
He just wants all the things that he likes from all the games.
Right, but not the stuff that mainly I want to be able to kill the guards.
Yeah, I told you, see? I want to be able to go this way. I want to go this way. This way, but there's a wall.
Climb this mountain.
We'll climb that mountain.
Just be able to climb it and then jump off the other side on a paraglider.
At least gathering ores quicker.
This is true. And it's not like a requirement.
Told you. I will find a cliff face that will be in my way that I cannot go around.
I'm also good at finding the way that shouldn't really be there.
Right.
You weren't supposed to be able to go this way, and somehow you showed up and were able to glitch through.
Well, yeah.
Oh, there's a slight crack between these two rocks that shouldn't really be there, but somehow.
As long as you don't fall through the map, that's really kind of the.
Which has happened.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's just par for the course, Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Section is. Well, if you jump off that rock while hanging sideways and hold your tongue just like this, it works. And I'm here.
Speaking of, I was watching, I'll get random, stuff in my YouTube feed, like anybody else, right? And one of them was, DeRozan pulled off a little Jordan-esque kind of spin and fade back kind of deal on one of the games. They were showing him running through, and he did a little, and the now whoever did that, it was. I need to go back and watch it so I can catch what game it, like who they were playing, but the video had the local announce team talking. So like not like what you would necessarily hear from like ESPN or even like not it was like but like not even like the ESPN or TNT crew talking. It was the more local people to that place. And they were saying like they would come along and he came up and it was like a real quick post, kind of a semi post up kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Did a little lean one shoulder, did a little lean the other shoulder, and then pumped back to the other shoulder, did a little turnaround, and as he did the turnaround, he pulled back with the fade in the same motion. And then popped a little quick little long 2-point J on somebody. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Be fair, as much as I would like to say and this is all relative, I immediately next name. He gets his. He definitely has that. He's got that. He's one of the few that really that fade away routinely, constantly, almost throughout the game. Got it from Kobe. Now,
no, sure.
Where I'm not sure where Kobe got it. I mean, that could have been anybody. Whoever Kobe but and not Kobe White either.
No.
For some reason, somebody thought that. I don't know why, but yeah.
I need to kill this fool.
He because they go on about that. Yeah, he definitely models his fade away off of Kobe, and of course. Absolutely everything about Kobe.
Well, now I think the thing about it wasn't just that it was the fadeaway. I think it's the way he set it up. Was a little, but I think it's a little. I think Jordan still bit. Look, Kobe definitely took a lot from MJ. That's very, very clear. I mean, hell, whatever.
They almost sent. If you listen to the talk. And eyes, try to figure out which one is.
Yeah, exactly. Or just take like that kind of like that blind test where you hear statements made and which one said it. Forget it. You can't. Good luck. Okay, here we just got to grab this.
Coming from a Bulls fan who could not tell the difference and heard every Jordan quote.
Yep. It's but also I said whatever he didn't pick up on his own. I should just go north. There's an eyeball up there, which is usually kind of like a vista point. It's just
it's just funny how you said that. Eyeball.
It's on the map. It's an eyeball. There's an eyeball.
Some eyeball over here. If we could go.
Random eye. There it goes. See, it's a location of interest. I guess. Whatever. I don't know. A lot your inner Guild Wars too.
Yeah.
But anyway, whatever whatever Kobe didn't pick up on his own, just emulating and kind of worshiping Jordan, because why wouldn't he? He'd have probably picked up he probably would have been had Phil Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Say, well, hey, if you wanted to get some leverage on that, and the thing is that I can understand why Levine would do it, because I think Kobe was just more doing it just from an emulation standpoint.
Yeah.
It makes sense for Levine given how slight he is over in general.
Rosen?
No. Levine.
Oh, okay.
Levine's like still like under 200, right? Because see, that's a move that during like the time when Jordan was playing the Pistons and he hadn't bulked up yet, that was a move he kind of developed because of that, because people were beefing up on him and he didn't have that, and so then he like early stuff you'll see him where he'll pull that and he'll do that little shimmy, and then he'll get that separation from him, and he'll do that fade away because he
couldn't get all the way to the rim.
He couldn't deal with the contact. Yeah, exactly at the time, and then we all know what he did. And,
where he really perfected that, honestly, if you watch Jordan before he retired the first time, before he retired the first time, have it. Not that fadeaway. He could shoot a fadeaway shot, but he was still very athletic. When he came back, he didn't have quite the hop that he used to.
Exactly. So he went back to it. Yeah,
he went. Yeah, and that's where he really.
Oh no! I agree. I agree. That later version of that from him was far and away a better version of it. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. But there's roots to it from way back. Where he didn't have the size and the strength to be able to, and this is again kind of comes into where people talk about, say, like the Bulls.
Where the weight room was.
Well, yeah. Real quick. He okay. There's one open one. It's not in the delve down here. Trying to figure out when I wanna. We'll grab this one and then we might pop into a delve to go get another one. Okay, I'm assuming it's going to be, is it on the back end of this building? It's probably going to be in the building.
Stone right. I don't really know what these are, but I always.
So yeah, you can use those to build up it's either enchantments or traits to your gear. Right. Yeah, I think we need to go inside this building to get this around here. I don't know if we need to fight a bunch of stuff. Hey, it's a winery.
This one. Hey,
the winery. I'm gonna go find a random wine casket and drink it. Above. Okay, we need to go.
Everything that I have is.
Okay, where are you? Okay, there you go. We need to go up these steps. I think.
I just borrowed something.
Okay, well,
from that wardrobe.
Okay, we'll bring it back.
We weren't using it.
Man, you can have Kool-Aid and no sugar.
Yeah.
Bread, no peanut butter.
Don't match.
Okay, sometimes these ladders.
Here's a trunk. I would like to steal black paper.
Seriously?
Buddy's attack.
Okay. See, dude. Trying to find way shrines and stuff. Stop stealing stuff for now. Or if you're going to do it, be better.
Yeah, I think that's called my not just being. This person. Oh no, I can't.
Yeah, this is not a guard. It's not necessarily going to be a walk in the park, but it should be relatively scaled to you.
Hey, it's a named.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have an hourglass.
Oh, nice.
You're welcome.
Oh, I can. Oh, okay. I'm not stealing for a silver drinking flask. It didn't say it was a filled silver drinking glass. If it actually told me that there was something in it, okay, damn, where is this? Okay.
I'm gonna airtime. All right.
I'm downstairs now. I'm trying to find. Okay, what I know is that at least while we're down, hey, random wine caskets. Hey, there we go. This is my jam right here.
Still from rack.
I can't. There you go. Well, sound like prom night. Okay.
Hey, actually, in all seriousness, walk up to these things because it might be a secret passage.
No, but it didn't. I did, and it didn't.
Okay.
It didn't. Yeah, I couldn't get any kind of interaction from it. Oh, trust me, I checked out the wine caskets.
Yeah, I figured.
Kegs empty. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, nothing. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go. I just think we got to go outside and up. Exactly. What I do know is that they're actually like, this is great. This is the first game I've ever seen where I've actually seen people like legitimately stomping wine grapes.
Hey, idiot! But I am. I'll say that
you stole something.
Why? Didn't know that.
I beg to differ.
Just assumed I did.
Or he begged. No.
Just assumed I did.
No. They don't know. Although you are. Oh, there. Okay. On the good front, I found the the sky shard.
Oh, cool. Where is it?
Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go around, and around.
Look over. It's weird the stuff you can sometimes, and sometimes.
Yeah. There's not a necessarily consistent rhyme or reason to it.
No. You can jump over that little corner.
Yeah.
You can go over that little.
All right, we just got to go around here. But that was cool because got to check out a winery. We're doing a little scenic tour of Somerset. This is what we're doing.
That's it.
And Sky Shard. Okay.
Or in the house here. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Lights. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Where's you, my friend?
Good question. I'll tell you what. Let's hit up a delve.
Cool.
There's a delve. Go to the north. My favorite direction, north left. Okay. How I love going north left. When in doubt, just go north left.
Yeah, just start heading that direction.
Yep. Also, besides,
because I paid that fine, do I have?
He might confiscate it from you.
I more so want the stolen stuff.
Hey, you know how cops can get sometimes. Not all cops, but some.
Yeah, the ones that
sometimes.
So the really good kinds that clearly take bribes and take your stuff from you.
Well, that's basically it's the fine. Okay,
circle back to being able to kill the guards.
It's a flip. So basically, it's okay. The fine is so that they don't take you to jail. Basically. Well, there you go. The fine is so they don't kill you. Taking your looted stuff is so that they don't take you to jail.
They can use it.
This place looks cool. So the boat is the entrance. That little dilapidated boat.
Like, do we have to get on the boat?
Well, I guess kind of technically you do. The idea is that you get on the boat and then you end up in the place that you're going to. Kind of as opposed to actually having to deal with going through the boat.
It's cool.
Yeah. Again, the architecture, the graphics in this game, all that are just
even
stupid.
on newest, greatest video card, etc.
Yeah.
This is very nice.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. Okay.
Fucking army following you.
The bear. Oh, it's my bear. It's my bear. So what? The dog. The dog's a non-combat pet. The bear's will actually fight. The dog's just kind of it's there.
Looks.
Yeah, it's just for looks. Okay, now. think we go through that weird fuckery hole.
Just usually not a good idea.
Or let me rephrase that. I'm glad we don't have to go down that weird puckery hole, because that would not be fun.
Just a general solid.
Just you know, overall.
Like the editing that you're doing in your head while you're trying to respond to that. Nice job, sir.
Oh man, I tell you,
it's funny every so often when I can literally
awesome. No, I'm not gonna say that. No, I can't say that. Not gonna say that.
Just
no,
all this down, all of it.
Because
yeah. But now we'd like to not be, and
exactly.
All right, let's see.
We just got to work our way through all of this, killing the salamanders as we go. Oh, did you get a chance to muck around with that? What am I trying to say? Practice dummy at all?
No, I didn't. I got on brief, and I do mean brief. It was. I thought it was going to be on for a little bit longer, and then stuff popped up a little.
Go this way.
I also saw they did release the new new section map of ESO.
It hasn't been released. So basically, they did what they called it.
That came out. Was it Thursday?
Yeah, that was what they call a teaser trailer.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I only saw the clip. Like, hey, this. Oh, did it actually get?
No, they're going to do the global reveal on January 27th. I think it's going to be 3 p.m. Eastern. And so what's going to happen there is then... I'm not sure. I don't have a... It's definitely a weekday. I want to say it's a Tuesday or a Thursday. I can't remember which. I don't have a calendar right now.
Said that he was going to actually play that or have some special that.
Well, he's doing... so he's doing something on Monday.
That was for his
150. Right? I know he said he was definitely going to check it out when it came out. Because I think he'll probably be. If it's on a Tuesday, he might actually pop on stream because he's usually off on Tuesdays. If it's a Thursday, then probably not. I would think. I do know that I did at least tentatively block out my calendar for about an hour for the time that it was on. Because I think it's like 3 p.m. Eastern, so it'll be 1 p.m. my time. And I did, for what good it'll do me, I blocked out my calendar. It happened to be open, so I blocked out my calendar. Now, if it actually stays that way, in terms of me being free, then,
Hop on for 1 hour, middle of the day.
Yeah.
Or discussion, really. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Or again, at the very least, just so I can catch it live. Just so I can just kind of see what's going on with it. Because that's where they'll probably at least give some general... I don't know. I haven't seen some of their reveals. Like, I don't know how they handle that.
What to expect.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, also, not knowing what I don't know. Okay, we need to go.
No.
We need to go kind of eastish, but I think there's like to that dock area. That's where the Delve boss is. We need to go kill that guy.
That's right. We're in a.
Yeah.
This is such.
But it's open. Exactly.
All of the ones that. Yeah, that was like I'm so used to cave of
like a dungeon. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh wait, this is.
Yep. This is a delve. Okay. Go this way. Okay, there we go. Oh, no. After playing with Shadow and his Necro for a bit, I reworked some of the skills on my guy to open up some of those different abilities that he was throwing out.
Yeah, those were awesome.
The
those
totem and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, I got to at least see what they do.
Shout out to Shadow.
Yeah, it was,
Appreciate it.
Yeah, he helped us out.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, he definitely helped us out. Okay, we got to get up there somehow.
On top or
on top, I believe he's hanging out on top of that broken bridge. Right. So I believe, yeah, exactly.
Very clear about this.
No. We had a thing, and now we don't. Yeah,
don't have that thing anymore.
And you know, I get it. It's hard. Change is hard.
Yeah,
I understand, but I'm just saying that that's just not how it's going down anymore. And I hope you can understand that I'm going off doing my thing. And, as you're going off doing your thing. I just need you to just, understand me.
Thing, but
exactly. Over there, away from me. There you go.
That's the key part of this.
You there.
Bird Smokey. Don't you ever call me. I'll call you. You call me or I see you. Bye. And it's off.
Okay, let me do this. Get my buffages going. Yeah, you go ahead and just pull that guy up, and then I will do this. And I haven't quit.
Hey, boy.
There we go. Yay.
That's the boss?
Yep, that's the boss. We finished.
Oh.
So all you got to technically complete the delve, all you have to do is kill the boss. Right. But then it's also, if you're in here, then there's any other little goodies, especially like that sky shard or something like that. You want to pick that up. But I mean, good grief. This
again, this is a dungeon?
Yeah. Well, again, it's like it's a
dungeon per se.
Yeah, it's a different mix. Like I said, Dark Age didn't. I would say this is closer to kind of like the Dark Age quote unquote dungeons, but obviously they didn't have dungeons that look like this. But as far as
I'm
being able to go
in ESO that we've done so far, I'm used to running.
Oh, right.
Random line, basically. Hit these guys, you run. It's basically a clear set path.
Yeah. This is much more open. Because you're not in a...
There's the boss, that type of thing.
You're not in a dungeon environment in the delve where it's, corridors and random rooms and stuff like that. Yeah. Because even some of their, true to form, dungeons where you got to queue into, some of them that you've seen, we've run through, some of them can be a bit of a mix. You'll have, some tunnels that you go through, and then it'll open the way to hell up, and then you're in this, crazy area. But this one, obviously I'm sure there's some cutoff, obviously we can't go up to that building over there on the west and the mountain there, but just the view is insane here.
If we were about to climb walls.
Well, even in New World you'd have there was there was a little bit, but
what I'm talking about is very much so Breath of the Wild.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do that.
I'm everything.
it did. Okay, so tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to... Oh, we need to go south, are we? Okay. We're there. We need to go... Okay, I'm going to port, and then I'm just going to get you to port to me. It'll be the quickest way out of here, basically, as opposed to just going completely back through. But feel free to wander and explore, because yeah, that's definitely one of the pretty ones that we've done. Okay, yep. Whenever you're ready, and then we will head south. Oh, I just saw Pickle put a post in Discord. If you're lurking, hey Pickle, what's going on, man? He said he tried to finally got installed and spent the last day trying to get past the infinite loading screen after logging in and had to give up. ESO.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know Pickle's got like a real I know like he had some weird issues even playing New World.
New World, didn't he?
Yeah, because he's got. I know he's saying he's trying to work on getting something, a new setup and everything. So,
feel your pain, man. I understand.
I think he's playing on a laptop, but I think he's playing on an older laptop. So, where he's gonna play Dark Age, fine, for the most part. Some of these newer games.
You can almost run Dark Age on a cell phone.
If they would just port it, you could. I mean, as far as the hardware support, definitely. I mean, that's not even a problem. I mean, heck, you can run it on virtual machines, you know? Okay. I think I'm trying to go this way. I mean, I'm generally trying to go. Oh, okay. We need to go into this town here. And then there's a way shrine in here. Now, be good. We're trying to get in and out. No. Well, you can try. Okay, wait a minute. Again, you can try.
I'm good at that part.
Okay, okay. That you can do.
Yeah, that I can do.
Okay. Yeah. It's a bit of a it's a weird it's a weird kind of setup here. Okay, and then we just need to go
have to assess person.
No.
What is the little thing over their head then?
The triangle? That just means they have a quest.
They have a quest.
They have a quest.
That's the quest one.
Yeah.
It also looks eerily similar to that would. Now, in my mind, every time I see that, I'm supposed.
Okay. Well, no. Okay, this is.
Yeah. And it probably was just that one quest, but unfortunately, it was like one of the early quests, and now it's like.
So now it's in your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went the wrong way, so don't sweat it.
Oh.
Okay, so if you can get your way to me now, I think I'm in a relatively good position to get to where we're trying to go. And really, all I'm trying to do is just open up the way shrine here. There you go.
Oh, I see.
Well, actually, you stay up there because I think that's kind of.
I was gonna say, are we going up here?
I think that's the level we need to be, and then we need to go up this way. east way. There we go. Way shrine. Okie dokie. Even the town layout, just the scale, the height of some of these buildings, just kidding me?
Yeah, and the detail of going through, like it's an actual labyrinth of a town.
Yeah. It's not an easy little just, we're just gonna, because you gotta get it.
Goes in a circle, everything goes in,
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just this bridge, just knowing, like, okay, when do I use the bridge? When do I not use the bridge? Right, exactly. Out.
We're hitting the right.
Yeah, we're just gonna go.
Yep, just follow the water.
Pretty much.
No.
Well, see, that's the trick. I'm looking at the mini map, and there's a little.
No, you're doing
little
the correct
carved
way.
out
I'm
little.
I'm doing it
paths.
Ian. Figure out a quick way out of a town.
He gotta get out of Dodge.
Some shady guards are chasing down.
Okay, let's see now.
I love how in the game I'm the complete criminal, etc. In real life, I'm like, okay, like.
Well, that's why, getting the chance to kind of play outside the. Okay, so I'm going to port somewhere real quick. I'll get you to port to me, because then we can start hitting some of the parts north. Again, there's some other way shrines, and I saw a couple other sky shards that are open. Yeah, whenever you're ready. Yep.
From my perspective, I could see. I've never watched someone faded, and then there was just, the faintest, slightest purplish hue of you still being there, and I was like, I guess I gotta wait for that to disappear all the way.
So
then it disappeared. All right.
What I do, and actually, I'm going to take a quick pause for the cause here in just a second.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
What I'll do is I'll hit G. G is usually kind of my shortcut for this, and I'll see someone in the roster, and then what it'll do is it'll show you their location, and I'll wait for that to change. If they're going to someplace new, since we're generally in the same zone, it may not do that. So then it's just wait for the person to tell you that they've finished it on their end, and then you can kind of tell. But if you're going from one zone to another, you'll see that location name change, and that's a pretty clear indicator that they're done.
They're all the way through.
Yeah. We're gonna take a quick pause for the cause. So again, quick reminder, folks listening on, we're helping to support mental health this stream. So we've got stuff scrolling on the bottom to help anyone who either needs help or feel like they know someone who does. Places you can go, resources, websites, phone numbers, a phone call for a recently departed friend of the stream. And so definitely we'll have that scrolling still at the bottom while we're taking a quick break. But definitely say, if you feel like you need help, definitely take advantage of the resources that we're bringing to you, or any local resources you think you have, because most places have something. And we'll be back in a bit.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. I have come, it's cold and losing my control. The light is gone, the night has come, it's crazy by the night is gone, the lonely dark.
Put it on me on cam. Hey, welcome back. I'm sorry, Ian and I have been chatting away here.
Yeah.
She realized, oh crap, wait a minute, we're not on stream.
We just sat back down. Was like la 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 la.
Just babbling away. But I was.
Jared went real shopping, and that's what really.
It did.
Really.
It did, and well, it's kind of one of those things where, it's easy to try and find, like, as you're playing a game, it's easy to find little nitpick things that you don't like about it. And to be fair, I do have certain things that I don't like about this game, more from a standpoint of needing to get used to the way the game is set up, and even more so, probably more around tanking. And again, it's more me getting used to it. But what I will say is that there's a whole bunch of stuff to really love about this game. And for me personally, it's the housing system. Like this boat that I'm walking around on and this whole kind of general area and this little grotto here is a house that you can buy. It's not technically available right now, so I'll have to look up like what the requirements are to be able to get it. I don't know if it's based off an event or if you have to maybe go through a quest series or open up all the things in a zone. There's a bunch of things that can trigger being able to purchase a house in this game. But this one here is freaking sick. I mean, just little waterfalls coming off the back. The fact that the ship itself, like you can go into the ship and there's little rooms off of it. And so...
And can you actually leave? Like, is the ship...
Yeah. It's like... It's like you've got like a ship and a yard kind of deal. So yes, I can leave. I can go on this dock. It's pretty expansive. Oh wait, can I go into? Okay, wait a minute. Can I go into this? Holy crap!
Yeah, that's what I was seeing. That's what
like
I was
this whole like so you can, and the cool thing about it is that you can place things
all along.
And any of this open area, you can place stuff down. And so, holy crap! This just keeps going, and then you can see. Oh, good lord! This place is incredible. Yeah. So, and you can see why it's one of those things that's locked behind a certain achievement or a certain time zone, like not a time zone, but like maybe it's an event that occurs like at a certain time. And you got this pink tree here. Oh crap!
Yeah, I can't see it at all, so I can't get in this.
Well, I think I just need to get you the right plug. You need to sit down and go over some plugins and just make sure that you got all this stuff.
What I'm saying, but it also could be based on level.
No, well, I don't.
In real life, I can't go.
Well, no, because I've seen places. I've been able to go into places that I have no way to afford it necessarily. But that's not necessarily.
You have a house already.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I think I would if I had to bet, it might be a plug-in thing. But anyway, what I can say is that this. Anyway, but this place is sick, and it is it is ridiculously huge.
Yeah.
And the amount of time you would take if you actually wanted to place stuff in over here is
there enough stuff in game?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Every merchant that is out there.
But you also have furniture that you can craft, that can be crafted, or you can purchase in game or through the Crown Store, or you can actually get through achievements. But oh wait, I can go swimming. You just go swim around here, and this is just this. Okay, wait a minute. Can I get over here? And now we're going to spend the rest of the game exploring this one house because it's stupid.
Section of the game that now Jared just won.
I'm telling you, man. Okay, yes, I can go.
All this time, I was opening up the map. Jared just wanted to go look at a house and walk around.
Dude, I can go all the way over here.
Area, lots of light from. This
whole shipwreck thing over here. I mean, good God, this place is huge. And it's beautiful. Whole rock face here, and I haven't placed that. It doesn't allow me since I can't purchase it in the sense that it's not even available. It doesn't give me the option to purchase it, and it doesn't give me the option to see.
That's how they get you. They just tried to drum it up. So if you go in there later on, then it'll, you know what? Had an opportunity to purchase it. Gotta purchase it now. I've got offers on it. So, but we could probably jump you ahead.
Sure. But like in a lot of homes where you can actually buy it, it'll also give you the option to see it either furnished or non-furnished, where they'll actually pre-populate a lot of the furniture for you. You got to pay more for it, just like like if you bought a pre-furnished house. Okay, fair enough. But that way you're not necessarily having
the house women.
You're not necessarily having to spend all that time on loading all the little nitpick stuff. And it's like, okay.
Right.
Anyway. And of course, so, all right, yeah, purchase options not currently available. I can go to the entrance, and then I can leave.
You're about to leave.
Yep, I'm right at the...
You're about to leave, and they're going to be like, time only. Got a few other offers, but fast.
Shoot. I'm going to gobble that damn thing up right now. And it's like, well, excuse me, like even Dark Age, like if you went inside the house, it was kind of like its own zone, kind of.
Right.
But once you went outside, it was an open area, right? But like for that one, like, yeah, there's an open area. Like most of the houses, I think pretty much all the houses around here, except for ones that are in like really weird areas, like maybe like some of like the Oblivion, different dimension type houses, you can just walk up to the house and you can go in.
I got you.
And so you have sort of the front facing one, almost kind of like you're in Dark Age, but then you go in. And then there's a whole, typically more of an open courtyard kind of area before you even go into the house.
Okay. You just kind of wander on.
You can just go wander around. Because like that area where I told you where I showed you the training dummy, right?
Right.
So right. We're technically in because anyone can buy the house that I bought, but that's my instance of it. Of that house. But
I do like that. It's not one of those like, okay, I have it and no one else can have it, and you got in the game later than me, so sorry for your loss.
Again, there might be some like that, but a good amount of them are pretty fairly open. It's just okay. You want to put in the coin or the crowns for it, you can get it.
Sure.
But then, like from there, like from what you saw, that open area where, say, the training dummy was, there's the actual house itself go into.
Right. Yeah, because I was gonna say,
it then has like multiple floors, and well, to be honest, I barely go in there. The place is so damn huge, and I'm thinking more functionally, I guess, than like
the rest of your house. Not really.
No, I have not. There's so much about my house. It's kind of like the Batman with Vicky Vale. It's kind of like,
oh yeah,
I don't think I've ever had dinner in this. I don't think I've ever been in this room or something like.
Yeah,
I can't remember exactly what he said, but
Right,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
he's like,
You
what
see him
room is
looking
this?
around like, wait a second.
What? I don't recognize this room. Like, I don't think I've ever been in here.
That would be me. And there's no reason to have a massive house. And I mean,
Sure.
like a really massive, like if someone gave me a mansion, it was amazing, and I appreciate it. So anybody on stream.
Yeah, you know, hey.
But yeah, if you give me one, I'm gonna use it. Right. Office-esque after, like I'm out after that. And really, the office and be kind of all the same. That's really all the same. I'm such a creature of habit. If I'm leaving a room, it's because something is about that room. Oh well, all right.
Yeah, let me get us back over to the split. Okay. Yeah, that's looking good.
Butterfly?
Oh no, you can collect them though.
Yeah, no, I've done that a few times.
And and a lot of times what you'll end up there is maybe some basic crafting stuff. A lot of times what you'll find is fishing bait, because you can fish in this game.
Oh, is that what that is?
And you can use it to basically, because then you can set it up to catch fish. And again, I don't think it's quite as involved. It's not quite as involved as New World. But it's not that far off.
New World wasn't bad as far as the fishing.
No.
I was like, okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's like you can actually see it's probably like the more realistic.
Right.
Like where you actually had to pay attention to and the fact that they didn't have. I think the biggest thing is like for some people is like, especially like in certain games where it's like, okay, this is something that perfectly makes sense to be watching a YouTube video on while this is going on, and then maybe wait for like a sound cue or something to be like, oh, I got to press a button. Whereas that one, you got to watch it.
Crafting in Dark Age back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, absolutely. And a lot of crafting where you'd hear the thing and then, that was your cue to hit the button again. Quickly. Yeah. It was like playing Necro back in the day.
Right.
You'd hear the sound of the spell, and you kind of get to the point where you would know, okay, I need to hit it again. I need to hit it because like as soon as you kind of got to a certain stage in the sound of the spell, okay, it's available again. I can hit it again. Right. It was those old Death Sight Necros, man. Those things were.
Oh yeah. No, they.
Poison it. There we go.
Back into.
Died too quick.
Literally, he ran.
Poison it. But
on.
Oh. Okay, that's what kills it.
Him. He ran back into it.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's right. We're going to go north. Hey, my favorite direction, north left. Okay.
North left.
Because we have a way shrine up on the road, and then I think we'll see. We'll probably we might. I don't know. Maybe we can try and see, because it appears to be an open sky shard over here, not attached to a dungeon.
Like the blacked out section. Stuff that's blacked out that you haven't.
That's okay. Yeah. That is definitely because of an add-on that I have, and that must be what's going on with the house.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you look at mine,
you don't see all that stuff. Okay.
Yeah, for me is when I say it's wandering, I'm nothing.
Yeah.
Go to where the brown.
All right, let's go. Yeah, we'll try and see what we can get over here. More of this opened up. And
I swear I run fast.
I was gonna say you're creeping up onto it, man. You're at 143 CP. So
Oh yeah.
Or we could see you get on your horse and I run. Are we closer?
I swear you're faster. I swear.
Well, so there actually are, like, if you look, have you actually put points into like the champion points, like use them to upgrade your skills yet?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna show you your friend. I'm gonna put you on the big screen. So again, for me personally, I or whatever K, something like that's my kind of shortcut. So if you go up to the very top bar, it looks kind of like almost like a supernova. You actually have an exclamation point. Keep going to the right. Yep, that one. Okay. Yep. Okay. Go to that green dude. Okay. So it's interesting because this is called craft, but this is also where a lot of things like the tree, but it's also where a lot of things like where you'll get more gold out of chests. You'll also, if you go down to the only one that you have at the that you can access that is a 0, down to the bottom left, out of sight. Yep, go ahead and put 10 points into that bad boy, or whatever it says to unlock.
That's it.
We had like so you only got 48 points to work with right now.
Okay.
But so I'd say whatever it is to unlock, I would spend the minimum there.
All right.
Okay. So then, so yeah, it's kind of
movement penalty for sneak. So I can move faster while sneaking.
Exactly. Like I said, this is going to be your. This is going to be this is going to be the one that you love.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is and it, like especially you start to open up this tree. This is going to really start to. You're going to really. Now, there's going to be some parts that are a bit more. Go ahead.
I was going to say increase your out of combat movement.
That's the one.
Stars must be slotted before they can take.
That means you just need to drag it up.
By dragging it.
Yep. You just drag it up to the top bar once you open it up. And the beauty about that one, that Steed's Blessing, is that you can just keep it. It's not like you require 10 points to get to the next stage. You can just this is a great one to just put throwaway points into, because you can just keep incrementing it up one by one by one by one. See what I mean? So right. you put 1 point, one more point in, you're going to get a little bit faster, and so, but like right now I've got 45 points in Steed's Blessing. It's making me 18% faster. Just straight run speed.
That's just flat run speed.
That's just flat run speed, but then you'll also get one stuff that'll affect fall damage, stuff that'll minimize the cost on waste shrine usage.
Gotcha.
Like I said, this one's your friend.
It's the cost of sneak.
Cost of sneak. Well, cost of sneak. Radius. There's also ones that will help your removes 1,000 gold from your bounty once per day.
Oh, gotta go neat.
Escaping from a guard wipes 25% of your current heat, but not your bounty.
We need all of those.
Yeah. So now the only thing is that, so the points in the 3 different trees are exclusive. You're going to have so many points that you can use in the green tree, the blue tree, and the red tree.
Oh, I'm with you.
Okay? You can't cross them over.
Confirm this now.
Yes. And then go back You're going to have a separate pool of points to use in each tree.
Unrelated point. Okay.
But now the other one where it's going to be starting, your friend, go up towards the head. You're going to see that near the neck, that part there.
Here.
Okay. So
Crit.
now, exactly. That's where you're going to start critting. This is going to help your crit. And this stacks on top of like how you got like that Mundus, like if you picked up like the Mundus stone, it gives you a bonus, or like your gear that gives you a bonus, or any kind of skills or buffs to give you a bonus. This stacks on top of all of those.
Oh, okay.
And it's not a like a cap kind of thing. It will very directly give you a bonus.
Damage.
Yep. Yep.
Drag you up.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, each section has its own.
Here.
And that's the other thing to figure out too, because you only have 4 per tree that you can drag up. So you do need,
right.
so you do need to pick and choose, but the ones that you don't need to drag up, they're passives.
Yeah, the passives. What I was locking in.
Yeah, those are really kind of your bread and butters, but the ones that you do need to drag up, it makes sense why they need to be chosen, because they're usually pretty solid bonuses to things. But that whole head area up there is all about crit. It's all about crit damage, just pure, just when you kill an enemy under the effect of a status effect, they violently explode. I mean,
the one right here. When you deal direct damage, you heal for 7%.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
50. But, yeah.
Exactly. You start to get, and this is where that CP level really starts to matter. When you start talking about people that can go in and like one shot shit.
That's why I'm not able to kill it.
And as easily necessarily, right?
That's what I mean. It's not that I can't kill it. Quite is.
And now some of them you'll click on, you'll see if you hover over them, they'll pop up like a list of things. So if you go like that, yep, click on that one. Yep. Now it'll take you to a whole different tree.
Oh, okay.
So
I was ignoring those. I thought I had to unlock some.
No. It's just that. It's just. Yep.
There.
Move down. Yep. So any of those you'll see. Yeah, that's a whole separate tree that you can then. You got to unlock one. No, like a hub node. And then it'll open up other nodes, right? And then depending on what it's doing, that's where you can really help to fine tune. Like I said, like the individual character development in this game is redonkulous.
Yeah, I like that.
It's so nuanced. It's so fine tuned. I mean, you can really sit there and really kind of figure out like how you want to build it. Like right now, my tank, my Dragon Knight, is like straight up like Caleb from like a damage perspective. But he's a great he's a straight up tank. He's filling that role, and he's got some support attached to him.
Right.
So kind of like Caleb, he's able to bring in and not even necessarily healing, maybe more some healing, but also maybe more some like buffs, like on top of like damage mitigation or damage or whatever it is, that kind of a thing, you know. It's a different thing, but it's very close. So I'm able to build that. Now again, I can go with the Templar, who actually has some inherent healing ability into the class if I wanted to. And then I can maybe within like these trees, I can help make him tankier if I wanted to go down that route too. This is where we're saying like the classes have certain skills inherently built into them, but then you look at the weapon line. So I mean, again, but also like look at all the different skill trees you still also have on top of that. If your weapon skills
and stuff like that,
well, that's here. That's just on the CP side. But then you look at so you got your class skills that you get. You pick and choose what you want to have to do there, how you want to morph them and develop them. You got your weapon skill lines. So depending on what weapons you want to use, you can pick and choose how you want to open them up and morph them and do different things. And then you have this whole CP, like this like ridiculously intricate, what am I, oh, dear God, I can talk. Intricate, but incremental is correct too. But I was going more for intricate because it's so deep and so complex.
Right.
You know, but it's also incremental in how you build it up, and you just kind of figure out, okay, this is what I'm trying to do. And again, the fact is that, yeah, okay, for a little bit of gold, you can just redo the whole thing. Because you got that F button that says redistribute.
This is starting to explain what the heck. Because remember, I kept asking, I was like, why are they different? Every time I would get a championship, sometimes it was fitness.
That's so that red tree. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, wait. For some reason, the only ones I ever paid attention to.
And it'll just, and my understanding is that there's I can't remember the order, but it will just incrementally go through 1, 1, 1, 1. And then if you get enough points, you might see you maybe like finish up a dungeon or whatever, and you already blasted through enough points. But then you can see it opens up, or if you get certain thresholds, you'll see where you'll get one of each. But then basically like just regularly just kind of going through stuff, you'll just like regularly see, like you'll see one, then the other, then the other. It probably might go craft, I can't remember, the warfare, and then fitness. And then fitness has a lot of sustain, like a lot of stamina recovery, a lot of magicka recovery, max sprint, or reducing the cost of sprint. There's one there. Well, let me go to it. Especially if you wanted to do more of a light DPS kind of class. Expert evasion costs 50 to unlock, but basically what it says is that your next dodge roll is free of cost. Every 30 seconds you'll get a free dodge roll.
Gotcha.
So it won't use your stamina. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, for me, like, yeah, the cost of like this right hand side of the tree for a tank. That's me all day, you know. And then there's others for sure, and like that, those top three in the left, like max. But yeah, and there's some other trees there too. It's so freaking deep.
Yeah, I can see what. An enemy, you gain major expedition.
It allows you to move faster.
Faster for them.
So imagine it's like an assassin build.
While sprinting, gain 100 health and magic.
Yep.
Pretty much anything I see that says increase movement speed, like that one.
Let me move faster. Let me move faster. No, like, and so again, but like a lot of those ones too. So again, so if you go back and you look at that sprint one, where where it says you're gaining magicka and health while you're sprinting.
Oh yeah, that one.
Okay, so riddle me this. If on some of the other areas, like either it's in this red tree or maybe in the green tree or whatever, where you're reducing the cost of sprint, or you're building up your max stamina, or you're building up your stamina regen to where sprint is almost negligible from a stamina cost perspective, then you throw that on top and you're building magicka and health while you sprint.
Right.
See where I'm going?
Nothing, basically.
Almost. Yeah. You know, it's not.
As long as I'm sprinting, which means I should always be sprinting.
For the most part.
I'm healing and getting my power back.
Right. You see what but it's in a different tree.
No,
so it's a matter of kind of figuring out, like, okay, how do I want to play? And sure, there's you have to play within the confines of the thing here. So yeah, I would say like fast for you. I'd say fast and crit. Fast and crit, so that when you do hit, like I would say crit damage, but even more importantly is crit chance. Because what's the point of having more crit damage if it whiffs?
You never hit.
Or you don't get a crit, or you don't get a crit, right? Right. You know, so that's where, again, like you have like the Mundus Stone choice between, I think it was like the Thief and the Shadow, or one's crit chance, where the other one's crit damage. So we're here, if you put in the CP points to get, and maybe gear wise and everything else, to get your crit chance up, and your crit chance is at a good solid place, then maybe you switch this up, and then like, okay, boom, I'm focusing in on crit damage because my crit chance is already acceptable. I'm happy with it. I'm going to pump everything I have into crit damage. And then I'm going to move fast as hell. And then basically I'm going to make it to where I can move around whatever area I'm in, because I don't have to worry about my stamina, because I've got all these different things in place to basically build it up, make it ridiculously high already. And you know, things like that, you can kind of figure out, okay, how do I want to play this damn thing?
Sure.
Above and beyond like the class you chose. That's the thing. Like you could be a fast hitting, hard hitting crit Templar build.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
They exist.
Odd. Yeah. Maybe instead of
that one's a good, like that, like I said, that one's a good, like, especially in this green tree, that one's like after you've already focused on other stuff and you have throwaway points, toss it there. Because
okay, so I need to pull points out of here.
To a point, yeah, at this stage, sure. You know, because
cost money.
A little gold, but we can help you on gold. We got you on gold. So if you run low on gold, we got you.
All right, so I shouldn't have this at 27 right now, is what I'm basically saying.
Probably not. I mean, you got to get to a point where, like, I mean, it's a good quality of life thing at this stage. Sure. And again, like I said, what I would say is I would
move around with it right now.
Sure.
See what
exactly. You might be able to help you run around a little bit more. But
do I feel like I'm that much faster? That is as much. For some reason, I gained the championship point just then. You kill something?
No.
I was just running. All right, so
yeah. Well, you probably it's weird. There's certain things you just do.
Hang on, I'll just run around here for a little bit longer.
Well, that probably would not be the most efficient route. I would just say play the game, and again, like,
sure.
So, like, what I would say this
weird. I was like,
well, you might have gotten a kind of a bump up just for like a achievement for opening up the CP tree and doing stuff. Yeah, see. And so there's also ones that are going there to help you with like so you have your regular out of combat speed, you have ones that'll bump up your sprint speed, you'll have there's yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And then you're
legitimately, I was much faster walking.
you're definitely not gonna like your horse.
Oh no, God.
Because your CP tree does not help your horse.
Wasn't too big. I don't think in any game I'm very. You're talking about Breath of the Wild. I don't use a horse. Some about a horse. I don't.
No, we can run around.
I think years of Dark Age broke me of having to ride this stupid hounds. Just stop liking horses meant to grab a train.
Oh, right. Yeah, back before you had actual steeds.
Old Dark Age, like the original Dark Age.
Yeah, you didn't have a steed.
Everywhere.
You didn't have a steed. You didn't. Mm-hmm. You couldn't drive it. You had the. Yeah.
You just pedal and it. Okay, you're in Lions. I'm just landed in. I just got to. So 30 minutes or so. I'll see you. All right.
Nah, I'm trying to figure out where I'm trying to get my bearings. Okay. Oh yeah, we're going my favorite direction. We're going northeast. North left. Yeah, north left. See, that's the other thing too, because
run you down now because I couldn't before.
Well, right.
I was taking my angles.
If we were just right, yeah. And so the other thing too is I'm also like hitting shift and sprinting. And the other thing too about being a warden is then I can just always just drop this bad boy on me, and then he's feeding me stamina.
Oh, gotcha.
It doesn't help you, unfortunately. No. But
I still couldn't. I wasn't able to. I couldn't have tracked you down. Like you basically. Yeah.
Hey, we're heading up to another.
I can take an angle.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep. No, exactly.
They're faster than you.
Damn right.
Not that any. Actually, when I was young and interested.
No, well, again, I mean,
it doesn't matter. Somebody will always be faster.
Oh, good. Look at that, dude! Look at that big freaking bird up there. Oh no, that's a griffin. That's a griffin.
Yeah, I saw the. I
Holy!
was running a circle. Around. See the shadow?
Yeah, that's what I saw at first, and then I was like, okay, wait a minute, what's that?
How much is it?
Okay, well, I gotta remember not to keep pressing my sprint button.
I've just got to jog it. Yeah.
This is where wardens are very good. Okay, we're gonna go up here because I mean, why not? And it's gorgeous. So, Illumination Academy. Okay. Yeah, this, yeah. Oh, goodbye. I don't want to talk to you. I just want to see if there's something. Okay, it's empty.
Assassin.
No. Well, then just run daggone it, because I'm trying to open up things and not have to deal with a bunch of bullspit.
All right. Going in here. Oh,
yeah, I think so.
What was that just?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I'm more trying to see if there might be any books in here that we need to. Okay, so the other thing here is that, especially for like opening up Mage Guild stuff, you'll never have to steal a book for Mage Guild progression.
point this out real quick. I passed up an opportunity.
Good. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Proud of you.
It's funny that in this game, I'm the one with bloodlust.
Well, like, now trust me. I'd much rather be going through. It's a different kind of bloodlust. I'd much rather be going
That's
through.
what I was going to say. It is a different kind.
I'd much rather be going through like some of like the kind of the end game dungeons or like pledge stuff and like go through and like maul through like hordes of mobs. Oh, come up here. Look at that big ass bookcase and just interact with that and read. Yep. Perfect. No, it isn't. Yeah, it's just a couple of pages. You just kind of go through it and just do the thing, and then you're good. This is what I'm always trying to kind of look for.
Story crafting.
Yep. See. So it's not even just Mage Guild. So that's another reason why I try and look through these things. But it's better to play it either straight or maybe more like a thief as opposed to an assassin to be able to get access to this stuff. Because, again, unless you're really, really smart and really kind of playing your assassins right, and even some of your thieving stuff, you want to be very smart about what you're choosing to steal and what you're not. And that's where, again, like the Thief Guild stuff, you're probably better off really, truly, wait until you actually have marks. And I don't know if that's what they call it in this particular game. Basically, like a mark is like a target for a theft. You know, there's an actual Thief Guild quest attached to it. Although you also get some Thief Guild points for unlocking chests out in the wild because you're doing like the lockpick stuff. And maybe if you see if you see a straight up just like nobody in the middle of nowhere kind of thing, and you want to like pickpocket them,
sure,
freaking do it. Feel free.
Right.
But again, to be able to recognize that means you're paying attention in the first place, right?
Sure, right. Exactly.
Like I wouldn't like these people. Like at first I was like, oh, she's not by herself, so no, I won't. No, I'm not going to even go there. Now this person maybe. No. I got a 30% chance personally.
I'm playing a lot of assassins. So my mind, just like my movement.
Well, again, I mean, if you especially if you're just doing more of just a straight just PvE run on a build, and that's what you want to do, the game lets you do it. That's the other thing too.
Yeah.
But it may not necessarily be the best group build. Yeah, it's kind of it's as you kind of suspend disbelief there, smidge. Like
books.
Now will it like your whole like Dark Brotherhood assassination kind of bullcrap? Will it let you kill her?
No, I was looking.
So she's not one of those. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So the people that usually I can glow white.
Okay. So you have also what they have so she's also, especially since she's named, although not necessarily. Yeah, she's actually attached to something.
NPC.
Well,
back to see if I can kill her.
She is a high elf, and that's
About this dude, like to kill him, like to be killed.
And maybe. What's so funny is my Dark Brotherhood skill line stuff is open on my tank because of the time I ran you through that stuff. which is just not the right kind of path to try and take on somebody in heavy armor. There are actually, I mean, and they actually do have like penalties attached to wearing heavy armor, which would make sense,
I like that.
right?
I like that. That's
light armor has bonuses and negatives attached to it. Heavy armor has some bonuses and some negatives, and so now if you look at medium armor by itself, it looks like it only has benefits, but then you also have to consider the fact that it has none of the benefits of light armor or heavy armor.
Right.
So but if you looked at it, it looks all positive, but it's you have to look at it holistically.
Yeah, I could take her.
Okay.
Blue, white. I'm not like a cold.
Well, again, she's a high elf.
Oh wait, she is. Well, that other one was too.
No, what I'm saying is, like you said, a bit cold. A bit kind of,
Got a 30% chance to be able to pickpocket. Now, okay. All right, we should probably leave town. I've noticed. Oh, what
Yeah, you have Thieves Guild, and then you have something like under the World Tree called this is another one where it's weird for me, like where I'm having a problem necessarily saying how it's pronounced. I think it's pronounced Leisure de Main, where you have improved hiding, light fingers. This is definitely kind of like that pickpocketing. Locksmith improves your chances of forcing locks by 10%. Reduces bounties you willingly pay to guards and fences by 10%. And that's separate from your Thieves Guild line.
Gotcha. It's timed it about right on as far as a move. Looked about the same as mine, but much more. One move that I kind of pull stuff. I was like, wait, do I now pull and fire? All right, sorry.
No problem. I'm working my way to you. And what I would also say is that I think this game opens itself up to where, especially now again, like how you've kind of gotten a chance to kind of play around and figure out kind of what you want to do. Like, you could totally set this character up as your solo character.
Yeah.
And play it that way. And then you could get a character that's a bit more group focused, that has more utility, and you could, I've done a bunch of group content, kind of burn out on that, or no one's around, I'm gonna hop on my solo guy.
Yeah. See
what I'm saying? I mean, really, and again, the beauty of it is that once you get another character to 50, you're not 100%, but I would argue at least 75% up to where your best character is, not including gear. Because then you still have like stuff like shrines and things like that to open up. Right? That's not that hard to do, especially once you have a friend that's opened the stuff up. They could run you through things fairly quickly and just boom, 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 and just get it done.
Right.
That's not that hard. And then there's certain things that you can open up on one character and then turn around and open it up on another character for crowns. and then you still have stuff that's account wide. I mean, it's really
Tell me something real.
yeah.
Are these people red to you?
Let me see. Yeah, they're red.
Okay, all right.
I think the red color, unless you attack them, they'll
they'll attack you.
No, what I'm saying is like unless so for you for like your bounty stuff, like the guards and stuff like that, like
They don't show red.
Well, okay, so for that, then what I would say is that pretty much anything especially out in the open world, if it's red, it's consistent, it's universal.
Yeah,
it's
right.
So if it's red for you, it's red for me, which means Leroy.
So gotta go.
So this is where my bloodlust, especially, it's like, oh, I got a group of people. Oh, they gotta die. They red, they dead.
Yep, old rules.
If they red, they dead. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And especially this deer over here, because oh man, I was hoping to be able to get some venison. Well, I was hoping to get some venison off of it.
Oh,
There's some food you can make that's pretty good.
Jumping filter cracks me up. Jump and then float that you do.
Okay, so good grief. All right, let me see. Okay, I'll tell you what. We're gonna do at the very least one more. We're gonna go to another town and we're gonna open up the way shrine there. So that way we can get. Actually, I'll run. You get on your horse. I'll run, and we'll see if we can. Here, so if you just get on your horse.
This way on the road.
Go to me.
This way.
No, go to me. But I'm saying get on your horse, so then I can. I want to see if I can run with you on your horse. Okay, hold up. Let me then do.
Oh, grandma with a walker just passed me here. Sprinting on them. That is you, Lee.
Okay. Okay. So, all right. I want sprint. There we go. Okay. So, okay, this works. So then basically what I can do is so we're going to go across this bridge. We're here. Yep. So then what I can do is I can run and then I can just sprint with you. If you get ahead of me at all. Yep. Am
I leaving you, or are you staying?
You're leaving me a bit, but I'm not sprinting at all.
That's what I meant. If you're not sprinting, am I at least slightly ahead of you?
Yep. Oh, it is. Okay, so hold up. Let me double check our path here. We need to go up. Yeah, we need to go to the right. There we go. Across this weird blue bridge over here. Yep.
Up the.
Yep, this way.
You said up. I was like, wait.
No, well, I was thinking up on the path. I'm looking at the path.
No, that's the way I was going, and I was like, wait, was I on the up?
No. And then I need to go. Okay, so we will take a left at this fork here. Way. And then, yeah, this whole area is just stupid. The water and this is the other thing too. So you'll look out to water and you'll see okay, this says saltwater fishing hole. Yeah, and that's where you grab the bugs and things, and you'll get bait. So if you pick up bugs, the butterflies and stuff.
Right.
But just because it says need bait doesn't necessarily mean you don't have bait. It's just more of an informing you that you need bait. I know this guy has it. So I've been grabbing random butterflies and shit. And it still says grayed out need bait. So don't take that as Oh, I don't have bait. Let's head over this way. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Another dock area out on the water. Good grief. This game does a very good job with light and water and like shadow, just
Close enough to a guard.
Yeah, that is a guard right in front of you. You can't. No, that.
Pocket. Push it in the water.
So I have a thing on my screen that helps me to see that. Yeah, no, that's not the way the actual like pop up that shows like his health and everything. Like no.
I didn't want to kill the guard. I just system. In heavy armor. That's all it was.
Hey, well, my dad taught me how to swim by pushing me off a boat. I mean,
See? Same thing. Heavy metal. Same basic thing. Alright, am I supposed to kill her or talk to her?
talk to her. If you can swim in armor, you can dodge a dodgeball.
Exactly. Dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. You can jump in the water, you can swim in metal armor.
You can dodge a dodgeball. That's
there you go. That's it.
If you can kill a guard, you can dodge a dodgeball.
You can dodge a dodgeball. That's how it works.
Yes, yes. Interesting strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out.
All right. Well, cool.
I think this is a great place, the great scenic place to stop.
Yeah.
The beauty of it is that I would say we're a smidge. I think we're a smidge under halfway on this one. We still have several Ray shrines to open up. Well, actually, probably under half. Actually, if you consider like the delves, and if you include, say, like the open world, like the world boss areas where you have that skull and crossbones. I don't know if you see those in your map. Right click. Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I got. Okay, we're gonna Monday before stream. If not tomorrow, I'm gonna walk you through some plugins so that way more so you can also, especially as you're going around solo, you can see.
Remember, for me, I like wandering around.
Exactly. So now you can go around and start to, find places to open up. Yeah. Exactly. Yep. There's so many little things that you can see. And I just forget, like for me, I grabbed so many of those plugins relatively early on, so I don't remember what's vanilla and
always got set up. That's kind of rolling. So
well, I mean, for me, it's also like I'm such a huge like add-on, like you remember from my Dark Age days, like. Well, I kind of miss the Dark Age days where I had a little more time to kind of muck around with stuff and actually kind of develop my own stuff.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, okay, what's already there? Oh, that looks cool. Shit. Okay, I'm going to try that out.
Right.
I'm only using probably about, I'd say a little bit over half of the plugins I've downloaded and tried, like the add-ons, but I've tried a bunch of them and just like pinpointed, okay, this works for me, or this doesn't bork this one that. Okay, I'm not willing to sacrifice this add-on to make this add-on work. Okay, so I'm just gonna. Okay, well then I'm just gonna use this. But I think especially being able to open up a map, and the other thing too, one of them I was so if you can see on stream, this is one add-on that I have that does a different colorization of the zones and actually there's the one that actually adds a name to it. Like the actual, so you don't have to necessarily put your mouse. So one, it makes it easier to differentiate the zone, but then you don't necessarily have to hover over it with your mouse to see the name of the zone.
Looking for, especially if somebody's like, I'm at blah 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 blah.
Yeah, or like especially from a quest or something like that, because it's like they actually differentiate the zones and get a name on top of it. The fact that that's not built into the map to begin with is a bit weird to me. Like yeah, just a little quality of life stuff.
Crawlers that are foul bait.
You probably stole it. Actually, no. No, I'm joking. So I'm assuming, like, especially like most, I don't know, because I have not messed around with the fishing system here very much. If it's like most fishing systems that I've seen in other games, what you're going to find is there's certain, especially if you're looking for a certain resource from a take of fish, they're gonna tend to take to certain types of bait. So it's like, okay, I mean, so another thing you'll notice like salt water versus fresh water type, and then your area. There you go. So you might find like area that's more like maybe a swampy area or like that, a bit more, and so
which makes sense. Crawlers, like the centipede. Yeah. So again, like a whole nother like layer that I have no idea. Because like this guy right here, like where I see that really coming through on is, and there might be other systems attached to it, but especially like provisioning. Like I was able to get this guy maxed out on provisioning. It's the cooking and brewing, which is kind of like your longer term like resource buffs that you need to use. And then you have potions, which are short term resource buffs. So you could pop it for a heal, or maybe you could pop it to give you maybe a little bit of regen on either like magicka or stamina or health. Or like on this guy, I have one that's what is this? This is a essence of weapon power, basically bumps up my damage. Especially as an archer, you know, I'm trying to maneuver myself to stay out of the damage in the first place, stay as far away from it as I can. I'm only getting up close if maybe I'm trying to pop a buff, like I'm trying to make sure that I pop this close enough to you to give you the damage buff that it gives you. There's a heal, but also especially that damage buff. You know, things like that. Otherwise, I'm getting the heck out of dodge and I'm trying to, you know, apply damage from afar. Kind of how this guy's kind of built up. I'm trying to build this guy up as more like a bard from Final Fantasy 14, which is more of a range damage. His damage specifically isn't necessarily as high as, say, like maybe like yours would be, but I'm also boosting damage and providing support to the team outside of the main healer. Like the main healer is doing their thing, and I'm trying to add stuff on top. A lot of buffs, some healing, but more like buffs to the team and some debuffs to the boss, that kind of thing. And then just trying to, again, like, you know, just flipping away, you know, a lot of dots, a lot of kind of consistent damage, but not necessarily like I'm not a spike or I'm not a spike damage guy. I'm not going to hit hard. You know what I mean? Like your build, especially being like a Nightblade and with the destruction staff and some dual wield and that kind of thing, like, yeah, you could really build that up to where, yeah, you're maneuverable, and then you're picking your spots, and then you can really come in and really do some major spike damage to something, especially when you start going with your crits. You know, that's where like you can really start to, you know. Well, I laughed. So one part of the way I'm playing is, you know, stealther normal DPS, things like that. But then I'm walking around with this giant staff.
Well, see, that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it.
This makes sense. Like if I was the type of character that I'm sort of playing, not sneaking up, but it's dragging this thing.
But see, in this game, you can. In this game, you can be a
Triton.
You could be a staff wielding assassin if you wanted to be.
I've been, I guess.
And what I would say is like, and again, it kind of depends on how you want to play it. Do you want that to be your primary, or do you just want to be more of a primary dual wielding assassin with the destruction staff more giving you some range as an option, right? And then you got to look at some of the skills that you get out of it too, because it's not just the fact that you have the staff in your hand that you can shoot fireballs out of. You get a bunch of skills out of that you can spec into and set that up. And especially since you're limited to a 5 skill on one bar, kind of need to pick and choose what you're going to do, because you have more skills than you have slots on the bar and even given weapon. Plus you have your class stuff, other stuff. So you really have to kind of figure out how you want to do it. But there's pretty damn close a setup to accommodate just about any play style. And that's the trick. So it's like, okay, I know for a fact that this class is going to get me 40% of the way.
Right.
Okay, so that helps your class choice. And then from there, okay, this weapon. Okay, with this weapon and this backhand weapon, I know it's going to get me to 60 to 70% of the way. So then it's a question of what do you do with the other 40 to 30%? And then that's where your guild skills and your alliance stuff comes in, and like how you pick out your gear and all that kind of thing. And then that's where you really kind of finalize to get closer to how you want to get it. And I'd say at Bash, you're probably going to get to 90-ish% because nothing's going to be perfect. But you're going to get 90-ish% how you want to do it, Now, is that class going to be viable in every form of gameplay in the game? Probably not. And so that's where the other character slots come into play. Because then it's like, okay, now but it's like you could have that guy set up as like your solo. I'm just going to muck around. I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to kill as many things as I want to, and you can have that guy there.
Not be able to go to a town
ever. Yeah. You could totally build that guy as him. Max out Thief skill, max out Dark Brotherhood, max out Ledger Domain, max out your crit and your stealth and all the bonuses to help forgive your sins. See? There you go. Oh, there it is. Hey, over here.
Oh my goodness, someone died.
What's so beautiful is that because you're grouped with me, I can actually, I could loot her if I wanted to.
That's awesome.
I'm going to sit back and I'm going to hide in this pile of ropes. I don't know this guy, nothing to do with this. Don't get too close to me. I'm going to shoot you with my bow if you get too damn close. Exactly. But yeah, I could.
Going the other way.
Nah, I know. I'm messing around. Not worried about it. But like I could hide back behind. I can hide in this pile of ropes. What also is so beautiful is the fact that they didn't have to do this. There's a little minor detail. It's not like this pile of ropes actually, like, I can't technically hide in it. But the fact that they actually built the physics of it so that I can drop down into this open hole in the pile of ropes. Yeah. Whereas like in a lot of games, it would just be, I'd be kind of hovering over the gaping hole and no, this is actually like, Yeah. So I don't know. It's little things like that that just
No. I'm with you. I am with you.
that are just little attention to detail, especially where they didn't have to.
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you.
So is it over time that my factor where basically I can go in towns and win? It's just a time thing.
I think it might be. And I think again, like the obviously the worse your reputation, then it's going to take longer. But yeah, I think there is a bit of a time frame. I don't know. Is there a question? Is like, is there a statute of limitations on murder? I don't know.
I don't think
that would also make sense, right? So
I actually, to be fair, I do think. Gabe, I do.
Eventually you'll just get to where it's just
because I've had it happen.
Yeah,
I've had it where I have forgotten that I had done anything. Like you're now able to respectable.
Right.
How is this not backpack? Yeah.
So again, this kind of comes into this is actually some kind of a dungeon. What's so funny, this doesn't even show up in my map.
Huh.
Must be some kind of a public dungeon.
Here. Okay, well,
I don't think it's going to be a problem.
One thing. Very simple. That's it. I said all.
See, this is where this build is really good. This build is really, really good with multiple mobs. It is exceptionally good at just clearing out a shitload of mobs.
Well, this one is, I don't usually have too, if I hit that, I kind of light them up.
Right.
And then I just pull, and also I don't know what special is. I can think R button.
It's what they call the ultimate.
Ultimate. Okay, so my ultimate move is also an AoE.
This is where, like, this build, we need to kind of time the pull a little bit. Yeah, right. So like for like the build I'm running right now, wait till I tell you to pull. Okay. Okay. So it's fine. So we have the wisp there. All right. So let me do. So I got some preamble stuff I kind of need to run, and then feel free or whatever. Because see, what it does is I have some things that's going to boost your damage as well.
Oh, okay.
But I got to preload it. So just, go ahead. It just needs to be up, is basically. And then it's kind of.
Are you hitting? I was going to say, were you hitting him?
I was. Okay. But I was also doing things that. And so now, okay. So this is where you get into concepts, especially as you go into higher end dungeons, of what they call pre-pull. So you'll have classes that have certain skills that they'll, basically what it is they'll hit those skills because it's bumping up either damage or like resource regen, like stamina, magicka, whatever, or maybe it's bumping up your max magicka and stamina. before you, or like all kinds of things before you even go into pulling the boss.
Right.
And then it's basically establishing, so then you're going in full bore, and then there's a cycle that's going through, and in a lot of fights you'll find a point where there's, okay, you're dealing with a bunch of different stuff, and then you can actually like attack the boss and again, and then that's where you're also kind of coming in on the kind of, there's different words for it, but like in Final Fantasy Return, like Final Fantasy 14, a lot of times they'll use the what they call the return, or certain things where basically it's like, okay, we're going back to the boss. So basically what it is, okay, we're going to clear out all this stuff, but I'm saving certain skills so that when we get to the point to the return to the boss, it's almost like another pre-pull. I'm saving those things in place, so then when we get back to where we can attack the boss, okay, all right, boom, 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 go.
Right.
And then everything's like the tank's usually on the boss, so like that part's the same, but it's from like the DPS standpoint, and maybe even like the healing standpoint. Especially when you get to like multiple, like large person raids where you have like maybe 2 tanks and 2 healers, or a tank and 2 healers, or whatever,
Sure.
where it's basically, okay, at that point in time, at the return, one healer is like, okay, the tank's going to get the boss again. This healer, okay, I'm focusing on keeping the tank alive. This healer over here, they're doing whatever kind of buffs or debuffs they have available. DPS, same thing. And then it's like, okay, everything's set, everything's good. Okay, boom. Now we're gonna drop this thing. We're dropping this thing now, and it's all out. We're dropping every nuke. But yeah,
let's test this one right here. So, couldn't be able to do it. Couldn't do it. All right, so
yeah. So here's what I
want to see the difference. That's
okay.
what I was gonna say. I want to see like the difference. We just go in here and fight these.
Yeah.
Let me hit first and see sort of where my damage is.
Yep.
Hitting for 437, basically.
Okay, so I'm gonna help attack, just to help clear things out a little bit. Yeah.
I wasn't doing anything else.
Yeah, nah.
That was,
and these are also kind of lighter ones, but yeah.
Sure.
So like where this would be really good to really test this out is
I can test the same. I need
the attack dummy. The attack dummy is going to be the best way to really truly.
Best way to tell.
Okay, so we've got a couple of the same type of mobs up here. Okay.
All right, so pre-buff and all that.
So what I'll do is I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll do this. Okay, go ahead. Yep.
All right, so my overall one, did you attack it all?
I did, but it's also kind of part of the. I kind of have to.
Okay. No. Fair enough.
Yeah.
No. I was just trying to.
Yep.
Have.
That's the other thing too, like certain builds and certain things, like some of the groups
I like this.
Yeah, this is pretty slick, huh? Where you also align the buffs. So maybe depending on certain skills that certain people have, I may hit my pre-pull stuff in a different order than I would normally, because it lines up better with, especially with stuff where I may have to attack to actually get the effect. I'll do it a little bit differently. But so for like this, so like in general, what I'm going to do is like, it depends, not necessarily.
Okay.
And so a lot of times what you'll do is it's actually more of like a zone kind of thing. But what I'll like on this guy, what I'll hit up is I'll hit like this, that gives me a certain thing, and then I'll give this, which gives us all a certain thing. This, it heals and gives us, and then for me, that's when I time out to where then I hit this guy, and you're gonna see that right there. That's doing a bit of double duty. That's a bit of an attack and a buff in certain ways. And then I have some other skills. If I had a mob in front of me, I have certain things I can hit right now. And then I also have attacks that I can hit, because what they do is they're not as much they're not as much buffing the team, they're debuffing the target.
Okay. So
which
like
then effectively, it effectively bumps up your damage on it because it's debuffed it, you know.
Right. Like the champ in Dark Age.
Sure, exactly. And so that's where but it's a slightly different thing because it's not necessarily instant, and it's a bit more of a preload on this build, but it's a great support DPS for a lot of dungeons and things like that, because it's just, and then as I start really to where I can really start to, I need a key to open that.
I'm like, why can't I?
But it's once I kind of get through the pre-poll, get the poll down, and then start getting things going, and I start getting my regular rotation through, I'm just cycling through things that it's like debuffing the boss, buffing the team, healing the team, debuffing the boss, putting the dot on the boss, doing like, there's just this whole like rotation going through. And again, like, my individual DPS may not be very high, but because I'm doing my thing, the overall group DPS is ridiculously higher than it would be because I have those things in place. And it's just a great kind of port build that really helps to just make things a whole lot easier for the team. Almost like a minstrel. Hey!
I was laughing as when you were first kind of moving around. I was like, he's moving like a minstrel, like it's a warden. Like he should have heart.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that the way the warden is set up, there's definitely a lot more. And again, this is kind of where I was talking about, like trying to get like maybe 40-ish% of your, like how you want to play the character is determined by the class you pick, because of just the skills that you can have available to you because of it. And then from there, it's just more a matter of, then getting all the different pieces in place. But it's not like the class is 100% of it. And a lot of games, the classes are like 100% of it.
Yeah, this is what you see this.
That's like I said, at most 60. More often, I would say probably closer to 40.
I'm with you. All right. Log out.
I was gonna say we can work our way out of here, and then we'll just didn't take us too long. Let me see here. Yeah, we need to hit down. Down and then to the left. So I think I kind of like about him because he has this bear.
The bear and all of the things that are with you. I always
no. It's well, I could get rid of the dog. The bear, I could technically get rid of the bear, but I don't want to.
Just from a distance.
Yeah.
It was more just like I'm watching from a distance, like, oh, something's chasing him.
And that's the other thing too, is that that's an ultimate. That's out of one of my 3 class skill lines. There's 2 other ultimates I could use if I chose to use those. And like with the bear, now the trick with the bear, it's an ultimate, so I could pop it on a bar. Now, but it is more geared towards having the same ultimate on the 2 bars, because So let's say, I have this guy slotted on this one bar. If I have him on only one bar, and then I switch to the second bar, he'll disappear.
Right.
He'll completely disappear.
I got you.
So he, like, the bear is more, so it's kind of more of a restriction of that, is it's best used as a, on both bars, which again, you could technically do.
By the way, I'm now upstanding.
Nice. For till tomorrow, right?
Maybe. If we get near another town.
Well, now that's, exactly. Well, and also, like, sometimes I think if it's anything like Skyrim, and maybe some of the other games, like this, the splashing, dude, it's just stupid stuff that I noticed. That's just, yeah. Anyway, sometimes I know, especially in Skyrim, like there'll be, like, let's say you got like a slightly less than reputable view in a town or whatever. Right. Then by going in and say like clearing out, say like bandit camps or like things like that around the area, like those in turn would help bump up your reputation. Right. I don't know if that's how it plays out, but
there are things like that.
You achieve certain things around here, and it just kind of help out your overall rep. But you do. At the very least, you got rid of that problem for us, so we'll look the other way.
Right.
Kinda, but
except for that one guard.
The guards don't care, man. They're just freaking crooked. They're crooked as hell, man. I'm telling you. They're all crooked as hell. You just got to find out whoever's like payrolling them, and then get them on your payroll. That's really
pretty much.
That's the only thing you can do. I don't know of another way around this. The other thing too with this game, the other thing with this game that I still need to get used to, and I had the same problem with New World from an MMO perspective, is getting used to the fact that I can dodge.
Yeah, I agree. It cracks me up though.
From an MMO side of things, and I know, and again, I even played a game called Terra, and people that know MMOs probably know about Terra, and it was more of kind of the same thing. You had the target in the middle, the name that starts with an R that I'm not going to pronounce right now because I've had a few gin and tonics. Like a reticule. Oh, there it is. It's a target. It's a target in the middle. It's a reticule. So that, because that's dictating where your attacks are going, right? And what enemy you're targeting. And Terror is like that. And there's dodging in that game. And even still, like that game even has like what they call dodge tanks, where the idea is that you're basically you're ticking off the boss to where they're paying attention to you, and you like you can actually you're, instead of taking the hit, you're dodging it, and then
you're keeping
their attention because they're getting ticked off by the fact that that you dodged it, and like they actually have like mechanics where like if you dodge, it helps your overall like enmity or aggro or whatever you want to call it, you know. And so like you can literally like be a tank and very rarely get hit.
Right.
But it's more of I'm playing that play style where I have to dodge those attacks, you know, and if I don't, then, well,
right,
I'm going to run into a problem because that full bar. I was going to heal you, man. I was going to drop that on you and, you know, heal you. So yeah, that's another. I got like 2 pretty solid AoE heals on this guy, even though he's technically not a healer. So he's a great. I keep Oh, I'm doing the floating down the slowly falling down the cliff because fell off an edge that I can't get back from. But that's where
like you should.
That's where Way Shrine is your friend, because then you can go right back here. Okay, so I think we're in a good spot. Obviously, we still got a lot to open up here, but at the very least, it's a great view.
I'm just gonna hang out right here in the nice little piece, quiet, serene grass, and
So maybe Monday, at least as a default plan. Obviously, we'll play it by ear, see what's going down. I know Sis got his thing going on earlier in the stream, like early before our stream's going to start. I'm going to try and do everything I can to make it over there. If folks who don't know, our great friend of the stream, Apocalyptic Sith, is just recently hit 150 followers, and so he's doing damn right, dude. And he's going to do a prize giveaway for ESO Gold in the game for followers that are online on his stream on Monday. My understanding that's going to be, I think my understanding is that the giveaway is supposed to be somewhere between 10 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then not too long after that, we'll be starting up our stream. So what I will say is that, get in there, follow.
Get on.
If you're a follower, if you're a follower of his stream and you're on at the time of the giveaway, you have a chance to get the gold. But also, again, what's a nice stream? Again, a little bit of a different setup for us. Definitely remember, if either you or a loved one you feel needs some kind of help, definitely reach out to a lot of the resources that we have out here. We may not necessarily have the ticker going down at the bottom, but I'm going to keep the commands in place on the stream. Especially like the GoFundMe, I'll keep up as long as it's still up. And then we're definitely I'm just going to keep the commands here that like for the hotline and the GetHelp and those kinds of things. Those are always going to be basically those are going to be a part of the stream from here on out. So for anyone who wants to be able to find places to be able to go to get help, definitely leverage these resources. They're there for you and there for people that you love that you think might need them and those kinds of things. Take care of people, take care of yourself. It's, really cool to, find that we're, hey, like we're not alone out here. But more importantly, neither are you. Nobody is, not really, and it's just more a matter of just being able to have the courage to make that step to say, hey, I need help. Let's make this happen. So hey, we're here for you. Like Ian said, neither one of us are like trained professionals, but you know what? No. If you need an ear, that's a completely different story. Sure. And we can definitely try and do what we can for that, or definitely help try and point you in the right direction. But hey, thanks for everyone who came out and supported the stream tonight. Shout out to Corey. Shout out to anyone who unfortunately felt that they didn't have a different path, even though they definitely did. It's there. And shout out to everyone who's had to deal with friends or family, loved ones in any kind of configuration, any kind of situation where this type of thing has touched you in any way. Big shout out to you folks too, because the pain lingers on. Beyond the people that decided to take that path.
Or
with the
will appear
people
at some
that.
random time that you think
Yep.
that it
Yep.
should be appearing, or you should it, or
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
Yep. It lingers. So there's also help for you folks as well. The other thing too, there's resources out to people that had to deal with the aftermath as well. So hey, more importantly, listen, get help, get help, get help for either yourself or anyone that you know that might need it. You're not alone. If you get something from the stream at all, the message is you are not alone. Okay. And yeah, with that, this is Getting Work signing off.
later, fam.
It's the calm before the storm. Things aren't as they were before. You best start rising. Did you think you could keep us out? Shut the gates, forget us now. Tides are changing. giving you dark eyes every night. Counting up your sins, I keep a list and checking it twice. I know where you've been, I smell the sin and you're looking nice. You can't bury me. You don't love a night. I'm still broken in the gutter. It's just me on my side. But I leave you with the shudder. I got ghosts you don't wanna know. I got ghosts you don't wanna grow. Trying to forget I'm in your head, shatter up your spine. Try not to choke, a funny joke when you say you're mine. Lost your control, think you're alone, I'm still in your mind. You can't bury me. You don't love a night. I'm still broken in that passes without you on my mind. Not even 1 minute can end up before you come around. I yearn for the days when I see your face here before me. I long for the times you held me in your arms. Whoa. How I wish that you were here to give me everything I want. But I know that life's unfair and we can't always have it all. Whoa, whoa. I wish that you were here.